Today, we're gonna review the products from Torq, and Torq is from Janicki. If you don't know Janicki, he's a bodybuilder that is obsessed with range of motion, and that's why he created some products to make sure that you're gonna get the biggest range of motion in a couple exercises. And I'm gonna show you which one it is today. We're gonna give an honest review to see if they're actually really good or if you just better just not buy it. So let's go. So first of all, we have the product itself. So look, it's a kind of like a tire foam, but it's really solid, pretty nice. Also, you have here on the back kind of like a grid that will not make sure the product will move whenever you put it on a bench. So I think that's pretty solid. I already tried it out and it's pretty nice. You have the bands that go with it because also you can like tear it apart. So there's like some compartments in there where the bands were stored. So if you have it, you can put it there, and here you can have it with the Velcro. You can untie it. For example, you're gonna wrap it around a bench, and then you can easily make sure it's gonna get stuck. So I think that's pretty solid. The bands are pretty good quality, so that's very nice. Then here we have the pad for the leg press, for the hex squat, but also doing some uplifts when you're doing some Romanian deadlifts and stuff like that. This one is also, you can detach it, and then you can just make sure you're gonna have it in an angle. I think that's the whole point. I'm gonna show you later how that works. But here you have a big angle of this product. And also here you have the grid that makes sure you will not gonna have that slide when you're doing exercise, because safety, of course, is number one when you're doing exercise. To be honest, I like the branding, it's pretty cool. Also, I like the black with the red stripes and everything. I think that's also pretty good. Here on the back, you also have the grids that make sure it's not gonna move anywhere. And here you have magnetics to make sure you're gonna pop it on your hex squat, for example, and it will stay very solid. I'm gonna show you later how that looks. Last but not least, we here have, like, look at this. This is a grown man handle, a bodybuilding handle. So what it does, first of all, I thought it was to make sure you're gonna have a really tight grip around your wrist, but that's not the case. The case is that you need to have a 2-point contact. That's what I saw from the Janicki's videos, because he had every product explained in a video, which is, I think, pretty good. The idea is that whenever you're gonna have it, this is the way to perform the exercise. It can be a chest fly, it can be a row, it can be a bicep curl, a tricep curl. There are some different methods you can use this product, so that's very important that you know how to handle it. We're gonna try this one later, but those are the products from Eric. Let's first start with the one that I'm the most excited for the pad on the hex squat. So let's go and see if the product is really good. Okay, so here we are at the hex squat. So the first thing what I wanna do is I wanna get that angle, because we're gonna make sure we're gonna have that quads activated. So we need to move our feet forward, and that's why we're having this angle. So first of all, let's pop this one on. Should we go like this? Oh my God, this is pretty good. This is actually very solid. Look, it just stays there. It doesn't move that much if you do. So first of all, when you're gonna step on it, you need to first have this feet first on one feet first, because then we're gonna provide the pressure already, so it will really stay. So then we're gonna have our other feet up there, and as you can see, I mean, it's not moving anywhere. I can put pressure, I can just, you know, like, look, it's not moving. It's really not moving. So that's pretty cool. So let's do a rep. And now we're driving forward, all the way forward, and back up. It feels a little bit easier to move. A little bit really solid to go down. Man, my grip on the things are pretty good. So this is like, I really like that. Whoa, this is pretty nice. If we go off, look. I think it's gonna be very nice if you feel that you're gonna be stepping on something that is like very glued to your feet. So here we are with the leg press. We're already gonna see we're gonna have a problem here to stick it on. So that's the problem, because there's like a handle here, so I cannot, there's just no way I can put it. Therefore, there were handles, or actually hooks, that we can use. So here we have the hooks. I don't know if you can see it pretty well. Here we have the hooks, which should be able to make sure that we're gonna have it attached, but I think this is not gonna work.
1 hour later.
I tried a couple ways to put it on, but it's just not gonna work. Even though it will stay here, where you can see it's gonna be detaching, and it's like, again, it's pretty solid, so I like that a lot. But then even though there's like a handle in my way, my leg press is just not capable to do it. So now we have the product in a block state, so it's like there's no angle in there anymore. So here we're gonna have it, we're gonna put it on the floor, and from here we're gonna get this barbell to, for example, do a Romanian deadlift. And the thing is that because we're on the plateau, we can just like move a little bit more downwards, all the way down, get that big stretch, knees back, and then go back up again. Woo! Man, that's tough, that's tough. So going down. Bit that you need to get a bigger stretch. I think it's pretty solid. So I will definitely use this one as a step up to get a little bit more range of motion when you're doing these kind of exercises. Here we are, we're gonna do some chest flies because I think this thing is gonna make sure our chest is going popping to the ceiling. The biggest thing that we have here, open up, and then from here, oh, we cannot cheat in this. This is pretty, and up. Here we're gonna go down and up, yes. It feels very, you really get a very big support, which I think is really good. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yes, this is very nice, this is very good, this is very solid. Let's move on to the next one. For the back, we're gonna change this one, so the one with the angle, the one with the straight back. So we're gonna put it on, and there we go. So we can have our chest support when we're gonna start rowing. So let's try this one out. I already put it a little bit higher than before because I want to have really that chest support. Let's find a good angle, there you go. So here we're gonna have a stretch, and then we're gonna go bring it into the hip pockets. Also, like Janicki is saying, there's just no give on this bed. Oh, it feels a little bit hard. Because it's so small, I can really feel it like pushing up to my chest, and it kind of hurts a little bit. Don't want to be a wuss, but that's how it feels a little bit. Again, it's very, very solid. So I think that's a good thing, but it hurts also at the same time a little bit. So that's a little bit maybe of the downside. But in the end of the day, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this one, to be honest. And there you go, the handles, last but not least. So look, you have a very big pad here. There are two, kind of say, I don't know how you call these, openings, let's say, to push this through. And then you have here the handle to hold on to. You can just like have it all the way up here, because look, there's like a small gap here in between. And then you have to wrap it around a little bit for the longer one. So you can have a little bit more here. I think when you get used to it, it's a little bit more easy. Okay, there you go. So there you go. So whenever you're gonna do this, for example, you're gonna do a bicep curl, it's more, you feel it's more steady. You feel like it's more tight. As you can see over here, there's like not much wiggle room here in my hand. Okay, so there you go. So here we have it. Yeah, there you go. Oh yes, this feels very good. Oh my God, look. You can have it tight, you can have a good grip, but you really feel it's coming from the wrist and your hand. It's just for holding purpose. It's not just to like really get that squeeze going. It's really for that holding. And man, I already got a pump in that biceps only because of that. And also, whenever you're gonna do this, you can have it a little bit up for some tricep work. So there you go, make sure that the pad is solid. And then from here, you're gonna go down and up again. It feels just nice and tight. Because it's on the wrist, it's very nice to have this getting all the way up and down. So now we're gonna use it for a flying motion. Tight, and now we're gonna fly. Okay, so there you go. So it's not losing up that much. Yeah, this is good. There you go, so open up the chest, hold it here, and now I can really feel it. It's on my wrist, and from here, we're gonna go down. We're gonna go to the front. Open up, and there you go, here. So to be honest, it feels a little bit weird because it's kind of like loose when you're having the bigger one, but when you have like the smaller gap, it's easier to have a little bit more support on that wrist, so I think that's very nice. The pads are very comfortable because it's very thick. You can really feel that it's like very steady on the wrist, so that's good. So I think this is like a good one. I think this is good to have, especially when you're flying normally. But now you're having support on your wrist, you can really focus on that chest instead of your hands, because the hands usually is like the weaker point when you're doing the exercise. The end review. First of all, the handles. I think they're pretty good. I really like that you're gonna have a 2-point contact here on your wrist, and then you can just hold it like this. I think that's a very good add-on. For me, I think it's only gonna work when I have like the smaller one instead of the bigger one, because you can see there's a little bit more end to it. For me, I'm gonna use probably the smaller one more often, but if you have like a bigger wrist, it's very good. There's like an option to have it a little bit bigger. For me, this one is pretty good. I'm gonna use it a lot. Then the one for the chest and for the back. This one I have to get used to. I think they're pretty hard, and I think that's the way it should be, especially for the chest. I think I like it a lot. But for the back support, so when you have this one on your chest, it feels a little bit you're gonna get squeezed in. Maybe I'm a wuss, maybe I'm not, but this is how I feel. I think when it was maybe a little bit wider, it will get a little bit more of that chest support. But in the end of the day, it's really good to have a supported, because it's very hard as a product itself, which is good. So not sure, to be honest, about this one. This one I like, because you can have a really chest wide open. So this one I like. Not sure about the chest supported row, so that's gonna be honest. And then this one, the plateau to use when you're gonna do some Romanian deadlifts. So when you have the angle like this, you're gonna have a very quad dominant. Also when you're doing Bulgarian split squats, also when you're gonna do some barbell squats, you can just like grab it and you're gonna have your knees a lot forward, so that's good. That's what I like this one the most. I'm gonna use this one a lot also with my clients, so I think that's good. Only downside, of course, when you have a leg press that's not very compatible with the machine, then it's gonna be a little bit hard to use, but hey, you cannot have it all. And last but not least, I want to show you some, because in every package Eric put a very nice card to see how to use the product. I need to read it a little bit more. I did already, but I need to check it a little bit more. So scan the QR codes also if you want to see how that works. Also some best practices. Here it's gonna see how the setup is going, all up with the QR codes for the links. All in all, from 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a solid 8. Again, because it's not always compatible with the machine that you're using. For the supported row, I'm not sure if that's gonna really feeling good, so I'm not think I'm gonna use it that much. Thank you for this kind of things, it's pretty nice. If you like this video, give a thumbs up, also subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you in the next one.